What is up, everybody? I hope you're having a wonderful day. Now, I wonder, I've been using the Fairy Familiar a little recently, and I just wonder, are they a good class? Are they useful? Are they worthwhile? Because I'm finding them to not be. I had a couple moments in my playthrough and stuff and other things where I was like, the Fairy's pretty neat, it's kind of cool. But over time, I've come to realize where I'm at now in the game. I don't know what it is or what. Maybe I just had like I don't know what I had. I had some type of, just blindfolds on and I thought it was better than what it is. I don't find the Fairy to be very useful. I've heard great things about the Pumpkinhead and stuff, but the Fairy, it seems to be one of those classes that has a lot of options, but like none of them really are amazing to an extent. So here's what I'm saying. So you can treat it like a caster. And it can sit in the back and cast. You can do single target, no AoE, which is a big problem eventually in the game. You want to be doing AoEs most of the time. A lot of the single target spells, I feel, don't really hit that hard, even at their highest tier, which I don't even have. And, it's one of the few classes that can use instills. So, giving it an instill is nice, I guess, to protect it against its weakness. But even that's kind of like, It can heal. It can heal pretty well, actually. So, if you're one of those weird people that uses a cleric, a Fairy could be a good alternative just because, while it can use heal, it can't do AoE heal, which is a problem, but it also has the skill Lingering Kiss, which splits your HP with another unit, and it reduces their RT to 0. So this ability is it's very useful. It's very good. It heals a unit and then gives them their turn right away. So if you're on full HP with your Fairy and you cast this, you're going to heal for, at least at my current level, a little over 500, close to 550 hit points. That's bigger than a heal 3 will ever deal. So that's cool. Kind of a one-off thing. I mean, you can kind of cast this and then heal yourself up with a heal 3 next turn, or like use a potion or something. I have Boon of Swiftness on here just because, early on, it was great to just have a dedicated booner that could boon and then, do other things. So, I don't know. You could probably put something better now at later parts in the game. And then Virtuous Dance is an AoE charm. I think Charm's a really good debuff. It's a good option. And we got Meditate. Only gets Meditate 2, which is interesting. Only a Meditate 2. Very unique option. So that's how I have this one set up. And like I said, I've done some cool combos in the past, like I said, with Lingering Kiss to like kind of really, how do I say it? There's only a couple enemies left, and my big hitters already went and they're kind of hurt. I'll move the Fairy up, heal them, and then get them their turn back very quickly to help finish a battle. So that's a neat little thing, it can or help a bigger unit attack twice or relatively quickly in quick succession. You're not like super instant, but you pretty much get your turn almost right away. It's kind of like when you use a Blessing Stone, on a unit, and they like revive and it's their turn next. That's kind of how this works to an extent. And then it heals them and hurts the Fairy. But I don't know. I'm very mixed on the Fairy. Maybe if anybody's used it in a different way or has a better idea, it'd be really cool to hear your input. But overall, I think it's kind of just like a mid-class. Is that what the cool kids say today? Mid? I would say it's like a mid-tier kind of class. It's just kind of in there. It has its uses in certain scenarios, but it's very low hit points. Play a big role. It's not as low as like a cleric, but it's still low enough to where you're very weak. You're very weak. I feel like it gets hit so hard too, even though I feel like you can kill a Fairy in 2 hits. I've one-shotted enemy Fairies, so I don't know. Maybe it's just the gear I have on her. She is kind of slow. I wouldn't recommend putting some of this heavy gear on. 101 RT is not a good thing for a Fairy, so I probably should try to get that down to about 90, or if I can get it even in the higher 80s. So that's a problem I have. I don't know why I like a huge heavy body armor on her, but hey, it is what it is. I haven't used her in a while, but I was trying to use her again recently, and I just wasn't feeling it. I really wasn't. So maybe you guys can let me know, is the Fairy good in your opinion? Is it bad? What do you think? Pumpkinhead, I hear great things about. I don't have one. I haven't been able to find one. Not to mention, well, I found them, but I don't have the unit required to recruit the Pumpkinhead. I forgot what it's called. I need to get that guy. I think it's a Lich that recruits them. I don't even remember what unit recruits them. I'll have to look it up. But that's why I don't have Pumpkinheads, because I've encountered them, but I have no way of recruiting them. So it kind of unfortunate. But as always, let me know what you guys think down below, and thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Until then, later guys. Peace out. Have a good one.